There's a lot about to change in the next couple of weeks. I'm going back to work. I'm finally preparing for the health phase of this journey that I'm on. And looking back on this past couple of weeks, I've come to realize something important. All of these habits I've been building were never really the goal. They were simply just the foundation. This past week was a strange one. The restaurant is now officially closed, and most of the week I've been off work. Aside from the couple of supply runs that I've been doing, I'm mostly home, spending time with the baby and figuring out what I'm doing without my old routine. And honestly, that's still something I'm adjusting to. Sleep has been rough lately, and the baby still wakes up around 5 most mornings. Some nights it feels like you just blink and suddenly it's morning again. But even with that, the routines I've been building are still holding strong. I'm still stretching every day, I'm still doing my daily reps, and still getting outside with Bolt and touching the mailbox. I'm still trying to show up every day, even when there's nothing to do besides watching the baby, and even when it would be just so easy to do nothing. And those small habits are starting to feel normal. Last week I made a small change to my training. I moved from the 1s rule to the 2s rule, and so every day I'm doing 2 reps of the movements instead of 1. The 2 reps of squats, hip hinges, push-ups and sit-ups. And I know it's still incredibly small, but it's just enough to keep the momentum going. And honestly, the ones were starting to get a little boring, and that's awesome, you know? Another change coming up this week is that I'm finally going back to work. But I'll be working at the second location, which I guess is the only location now. It'll be a little bit of getting used to. With everything that happened with the original restaurant closing, this one is a lot smaller, grungier, older, and just harder. But I'm actually looking forward to having some structure in my life. And today's actually my last day off before that day starts, and I'll be doing a supply run today. It's day 75 for those of you who are keeping up with my daily shorts, which thank you very much if you are. And some things that I've been realizing lately is that all of these habits that I've been building weren't really the end goal. It was just simply the foundation of who I am and want to be. And the goal has been always to build a healthier, stronger version of myself. Not just for me, just so I can become the kind of dad who can keep up with his daughter as she grows. So for week 11, I'm adding another small habit. It's nothing extreme. It's just 2 simple things. I'm gonna start taking 5 grams of creatine every morning and drinking more water throughout the day. Just being very aware of water intake. That's it. No complicated diet yet, and no strict meal plans ever. Just slowly preparing my body for what's coming next. Because in a couple of weeks, that's when the real shift starts. That's when I'll be starting to more focus seriously on my diet, mobility, and strength training, which I'm very excited for. But the philosophy will always remain the same. No massive overhauls, no crazy extreme changes or doing anything extreme. Just small movements stacked day after day. So this whole process has never been about doing anything perfectly. It's about getting better every day, slow and steady, progressing, one day at a time. I'll see you tomorrow.